Number 1. The 2026 GMC Sierra Vintage isn't just a reimagined truck, it's a rolling testament to legacy, craftsmanship, and modern ingenuity wrapped in a package that captures both past and future. In an era where automotive design is often obsessed with the cutting edge, the Sierra Vintage dares to step back, breathe deeply, and reconnect with the raw beauty of truck heritage. This isn't a simple retro-themed package or a badge-engineered gimmick. It's a purpose-built vehicle meant to stir emotion, spark conversations, and remind the world that trucks weren't always about size and stats, they were about soul. Drawing heavy inspiration from GMC's golden era of pickups, the late 1960s through the mid-1970s, the 2026 Sierra Vintage revives the boxy, upright stance and iconic square body charm that defined an entire generation of American workhorses. But this is far from a carbon copy of a truck from the past. The proportions are sleeker, the lines are tighter, and every design choice feels intentional. From the bold grille and stacked headlights, to the squared-off fenders and prominent badging, it walks the line between vintage authenticity and modern sculpting. Chrome is used tastefully, not as a gimmick but as a nod to history, while new LED lighting elements bring the truck into the future without compromising its roots. The body sits on a lowered yet capable frame, offering a stance that's both muscular and elegant. It's not lifted for show, nor slammed for style, it's refined, designed to echo the original Sierra's utilitarian stance while improving aerodynamics and handling. Wheel choices range from steel-look alloys wrapped in classic-style white walls, to more aggressive 20-inch brushed aluminum options, giving owners a chance to customize their level of vintage flavor. Color options include deep jeweled tones like hunter green, copper dust, and midnight plum, each paired with optional two-tone paint schemes and subtle GMC vintage badging that's laser-etched and backlit. Underneath that nostalgic skin lies thoroughly modern engineering. The 2026 Sierra Vintage comes standard with an electrified powertrain, an Ultium-based EV setup that delivers instant torque, a near-silent ride, and up to 325 miles of range on a single charge. It's not about breakneck acceleration or raw horsepower here, though it still manages a 0 to 60 time under 5.5 seconds, it's about smooth, effortless cruising, the kind of power delivery that complements the truck's elegant demeanor. Regenerative braking, selectable drive modes, and smart torque vectoring all add to the experience, making the Sierra Vintage as advanced in capability as it is in concept. For those who can't quite let go of internal combustion, GMC is offering a limited-run ICE variant, powered by a refined 5.3L V8 or an inline-6 turbo, both tuned for relaxed, confident driving. These versions will carry a subtle exhaust note that harkens back to classic truck idols without being obnoxious. Paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission, the gas versions will appeal to purists who want a more tactile driving connection while still enjoying modern amenities. Step inside, and the Sierra Vintage continues its careful balancing act between tradition and technology. The cabin is a masterpiece of restrained luxury. It features a clean, horizontal dash layout reminiscent of 1970s trucks, complete with faux wood grain inserts, circular vents, and metal toggle switches that feel satisfyingly mechanical. The analog-style gauges are actually high-resolution digital displays cleverly disguised to evoke the past, and a single rotary controller replaces the traditional gear shifter, freeing up space and simplifying the aesthetic. Seating is another area where the Vintage shines. A wide, bench-style front seat is available, upholstered in premium leather or classic-look plaid cloth, offering room for 3 across, while the optional bucket seat layout adds more bolstering and modern refinement. Heated and ventilated seats, a premium sound system from Bose or Macintosh, and integrated ambient lighting add sophistication without overwhelming the vintage feel. Hidden beneath the retro dash design is a modern infotainment screen that only rises when needed, keeping the cabin uncluttered and focused. Technology is fully integrated but deliberately understated. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard, as do over-the-air updates, adaptive cruise control, and a full suite of driver assist features. GMC even includes a customizable, vintage mode, on the main display that overlays sepia-toned gauges in a classic radio interface, creating a driving experience that feels like stepping back in time, without losing touch with modern safety and convenience. Driving the 2026 Sierra Vintage is an experience that words barely do justice. It's smooth, composed, and deeply satisfying, offering a blend of serene cruising and confident control. The suspension is tuned for comfort but holds its own on winding roads, while the electric steering system is precise without being numb. The EV version is whisper quiet, allowing the subtle road sounds and the faint hum of tires to create a calm atmosphere. The gas-powered version, meanwhile, offers just enough engine note to keep things engaging, but never intrusive. Beyond performance and design, the Sierra Vintage makes a broader cultural statement. It's a vehicle for those who appreciate the past but live in the present. It's not trying to be a muscle truck, an off-road brute, or a tech showpiece, it's something more nuanced. It's for drivers who understand that design matters, that emotion is as important as function, and that vehicles should tell stories. In a market where trucks often feel like they're competing to be the biggest, baddest, or most high-tech, the Sierra Vintage opts to be the most soulful. And that's what makes it special. GMC's decision to bring back a vintage-inspired Sierra is a bold move in a competitive market, but it pays off by offering something genuinely different. It shows respect for the brand's history, honors its roots, and does so in a way that still meets the expectations of today's drivers. It also opens up a new audience, people who may never have considered a pickup truck before, but who now see the Sierra Vintage as a piece of rolling art with real utility. At the end of the day, the 2026 GMC Sierra Vintage is not about selling the most units or breaking sales records. It's about making a statement that design matters, history matters, and emotion belongs in every vehicle. It's about offering drivers something that feels handcrafted, intentional, and authentic in an era of mass-produced sameness. Whether it becomes a cult classic or a full-fledged movement in truck design remains to be seen, but one thing is certain, the Sierra Vintage has already secured its place as one of the most memorable and meaningful pickups GMC has ever produced. Number 2. The 2026 Chevrolet 3100 Vintage pickup truck is more than just a vehicle, it's a statement of style, heritage, and modern craftsmanship wrapped in a retro package. Designed as a tribute to Chevrolet's iconic post-war 3100 series trucks from the late 1940s and early 50s, the 2026 version breathes new life into a golden era of automotive history, while retooling it for a future of performance, efficiency, and emotional connection. In an industry increasingly dominated by high-tech, boxy utility, the rebirth of the 3100 stands out by tapping into nostalgia without compromising on innovation. This isn't just a modern truck dressed in classic metal. The 2026 3100 is a full rethink of what a vintage-inspired vehicle can be. It rides on a purpose-built chassis that blends classic proportions with modern geometry, offering a refined yet raw driving experience. With smooth, rounded fenders, a tall grille with horizontal slats, and subtle chrome accents, the truck evokes the look of the original but adds sophistication through LED lighting, flush glass, and tight panel gaps. The color palette leans into the throwback appeal. Think deep forest greens, rich burgundies, and cream whites, all paired with exposed wood bed trim and polished hardware that scream Americana without being kitsch. Powering this throwback truck is a surprise to many. Chevrolet's push toward electrification brings an all-electric powertrain to the 3100, utilizing technology borrowed from the Ultium platform. This platform underpins several of GM's next-gen EVs, but in the 3100 it's tuned more for character than maximum output. It delivers instant torque, a smooth ride, and an estimated range of around 300 miles. That means you can take this classic-looking pickup for a weekend cruise or use it as a legitimate urban daily driver without worrying about emissions or fuel. It might not come with a rumbling V8, but the instant response and quiet confidence of electric propulsion add their own kind of charm, modern muscle hidden beneath vintage steel. For purists who still crave a gas-powered option, Chevrolet is rumored to offer a limited edition variant with a crate 5.3L V8 engine or even a turbocharged inline-4, offering just enough combustion nostalgia to please traditionalists while still maintaining modern performance and efficiency. Paired with a 10-speed automatic or a rare 6-speed manual, depending on the trim level, the 3100 can be whatever kind of driving experience you want it to be, laid-back cruiser or backroads performer. Inside, the cabin is a perfect marriage of retro style and modern tech. The dash features a twin-dial analog cluster styled after the original, but now housing digital displays cleverly disguised as gauges. Leather-wrapped bench seating with contrast stitching gives it that old-school pickup vibe, but heated seats, a wireless charging pad, a premium Bose audio system, and full connectivity through Chevrolet's latest infotainment suite remind you that this isn't just for show. Every surface you touch feels like it belongs in a luxury truck, yet the simplicity of layout and restraint in tech integration preserve the purity of the original design language. Driving the 2026 3100 is a unique experience. It doesn't just move like a modern vehicle, it moves with intention. Whether powered by electric torque or internal combustion, the weight distribution, suspension tuning, and direct steering make it feel planted and nimble, unlike the body roll heavy trucks of the past. It's quiet on the highway, capable on country roads, and endlessly photogenic in any environment. That's a key point of its appeal. The 3100 is built for drivers who care about more than horsepower and towing stats. It's for those who connect emotionally with their vehicles, who want to own something that says something about who they are. That doesn't mean Chevrolet sacrificed utility. The 2026 3100 includes a usable truck bed with modern materials, optional bed storage compartments, and even a hidden tailgate step for easier access. It can tow, haul, and carry with confidence, just not with the brute force numbers of a Silverado HD. But that's not the mission here. The 3100 isn't about replacing your work truck, it's about offering a lifestyle piece that's also practical in the right doses. A large part of the appeal of the 2026 Chevrolet 3100 Vintage pickup lies in how it balances multiple identities. It's a rolling piece of art, a modern EV or combustion machine, a collector's dream, and a daily use vehicle all in one. It allows Chevrolet to connect with audiences both young and old. For older generations, it's a nod to a simpler time when trucks were built with character and chrome. For younger buyers, it's a chance to experience classic design in a package that aligns with modern values, sustainability, tech integration, and versatility. From a cultural standpoint, the 3100's return is deeply symbolic. In a market flooded with futuristic crossovers and lookalike SUVs, this truck dares to be different. It represents a yearning for authenticity in automotive design. There's no digital grille or overstyled front fascia here. It's form following function, and emotion guiding every design choice. That kind of honesty in engineering and design is becoming rare, and that's exactly why it works so well. Of course, the 3100 won't be for everyone. It's not the most practical option for buyers who need maximum payload or off-road capability. It likely won't be the cheapest retro-style vehicle either. But for those who understand what it represents, timeless design, heartfelt engineering, and a bridge between eras, it will be one of the most compelling and meaningful vehicles on the market. Chevrolet's decision to bring back the 3100 is bold and brilliant. It's a brand flexing its design muscle not through futuristic gimmicks, but by honoring its past in a way that feels fresh. This is more than nostalgia, it's a thoughtful rebirth. And in doing so, the 2026 Chevrolet 3100 Vintage pickup truck isn't just a new old truck. It's a time machine built for today.